The morning sun cast a golden glow over the sprawling estate of Arthur Vance, a billionaire whose name was synonymous with ruthless ambition. Inside his marble-floored mansion, Arthur was in a foul mood. He paced his office, a tempest of irritation brewing within him. The reason for his anger was simple. An unauthorized visitor had breached his sanctuary. He stormed out of his office, his expensive leather shoes echoing on the polished floors, and found the source of the breach at the main security gate. There stood Marcus, the security guard, a man whose quiet professionalism Arthur had always taken for granted. Next to him was a nondescript man in a plain suit, looking utterly out of place amidst the opulence. Arthur's voice was a low growl. "Marcus, what is the meaning of this? Who is this man, and why is he on my property?" Marcus stood tall, his expression unreadable. "Sir, he said he had an urgent matter to discuss with you. He insisted it was of the utmost importance." Arthur scoffed, a sound dripping with disdain. "Urgent? I decide what's urgent around here. Your job is to keep people out, not to play receptionist for every stray who wanders in. You can't even do the one simple thing I pay you for. You're incompetent." He didn't wait for an explanation. The words flew from his mouth, sharp and final. "You're fired. Get your things and get off my property." Now, Marcus's shoulders slumped, but he said nothing. He simply nodded, the sting of the unjust dismissal evident in his eyes. He turned to leave, his years of loyal service ending in a single, arrogant outburst. As Marcus walked away, the mysterious visitor finally spoke, his voice calm and steady. "Mr. Vance, I believe you'll want to hear what I have to say." Arthur turned his fury on the stranger. "And who are you to tell me what I want? You have 10 seconds to leave before I have you thrown out." The man smiled, a thin, unnerving curve of his lips. "My name is irrelevant. What is relevant are your offshore accounts, your shell corporations, and the intricate web of fraud you've been spinning for the last decade." Arthur's face paled. Every word the man spoke was a direct hit, striking at the very foundation of his empire. "What are you talking about? That's slander. I'll sue you for every penny you have." The man simply shook his head. "You won't have the chance. You see, I'm not just a visitor. I'm an informant. And I've spent the last 6 months embedded in your organization, gathering everything the FBI needs." As if on cue, the serene morning was shattered by the screech of tires and the blare of sirens. A fleet of black SUVs swarmed the driveway, and heavily armed FBI agents poured out, surrounding the mansion in a matter of seconds. Arthur stood frozen, his arrogance melting into pure, unadulterated fear. The world he had so carefully constructed was crumbling around him. An agent in a sharp suit approached, holding up a badge. "Arthur Vance, you are under arrest for securities fraud, money laundering, and racketeering." As the agents led a stunned and defeated Arthur Vance away in handcuffs, his gaze fell upon Marcus, who was standing near the gate, watching the entire scene unfold. Marcus hadn't left. He was witnessing the spectacular downfall of the man who had just fired him with such casual cruelty. Their eyes met for a fleeting moment. In Arthur's, there was desperation and disbelief. In Marcus's, there was a quiet, profound sense of justice. The charges against Arthur were extensive and irrefutable. The informant had delivered a treasure trove of evidence, coded ledgers, secret recordings, and a map of his entire illegal financial network. The news exploded across every media outlet. The titan of industry was revealed to be nothing more than a common criminal, his empire built on a foundation of lies. His assets were frozen, his companies investigated, and his legacy was instantly rewritten from one of success to one of shame. A few days later, Marcus received a phone call. It was the lead FBI agent from the raid. "Mr. Hayes," the agent said, his tone respectful. "First, I want to apologize for what happened with Mr. Vance. We know he fired you right before the arrest. Second, we were impressed by your professionalism under pressure. We could use someone with your integrity." The agent explained that during their investigation, they had noted Marcus's impeccable service record and his unwavering adherence to protocol, even under a boss like Vance. They were offering him a position in federal security, a job with better pay, real respect, and the chance to be part of something meaningful. Marcus accepted without hesitation. As he hung up the phone, a slow smile spread across his face. He looked out his window, not at a billionaire's gilded cage, but at a future he had earned through his own quiet strength and character. Arthur Vance had lost everything because of his arrogance and greed. Marcus, the man he had dismissed so carelessly, had just been given a new beginning. Sometimes, justice doesn't just knock on the door, it breaks it down, and in the aftermath, it rewards the ones who were standing on the right side all along. The quiet guard had watched the king fall, and in the silence that followed, he found his own kingdom. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.